Guys, we are going to start with a new chapter now, that is international trade. Today's class will be the basics class where I will tell you the meaning of international trade, and also we are going to discuss four theories related with international trade. Whatever things we are doing today forms unit number 1, that is the theories of international trade. Are you clear? Right? So, people, what is international trade? International trade refers to the trade across the boundaries of a nation. So, when we are trading across the boundaries of a nation, that is what we call international trade. Or we can say when India will trade with rest of the world, this trade is what we call international trade. Are we clear? Whenever we do international trade, there are two types of transactions involved here. First is export and the second is import, right? Export, that is X, means selling of goods and services, means India selling goods and services to rest of the world and rest of the world making payment for the same. This is what we call export. Are we clear? On the other hand, import, that is buying of goods and services, that is India buying goods and services from rest of the world and making payment for those goods and services. This is import. Are you clear? In this question, in this particular unit number 1, what are we going to study? There is a very important question which has to be answered. Like, how to decide what to export and what to import? That is the question. How do we decide what we should sell and what we should buy? To answer this question, theories of international trade will help. Okay? We are going to study total of 4 theories here. First is the mercantilist's view. Second is theory of absolute advantage. Next, theory of comparative advantage. And fourth is HO theory, that is Heckscher all-in theory. These four theories, number 1, 2, 3 and 4. These four theories will somewhere or the other answer this question, how to take this decision. Are you clear? So we are going to move in with the very first theory, that is mercantilist view. Mercantilist. Who is mercantilist? Business person. Businessman. The person who is doing business. Okay. So first theory, that is mercantilist's view, says that the focus or the aim should be to be in surplus. Surplus means what? Your earning should be more than your expenditure. In short, surplus in international trade refers to a situation where your export is more than import. Mercantilists say, business person says, whatever you want to export, you export. Whatever you want to import, you import. Whatever. But ultimately, at the end of the day, situation should be that you should be in a surplus. Your export should be more than import. Export, import any goods or services. What should be the idea? This is something which is important. Surplus. Are we clear? Yes or no? Yes. This is the mercantilist theory. That is it. Got it? Moving on to second theory, that is theory of absolute advantage. Advantage in what sense? Advantage of cost of production. Advantage of what? Advantage of cost of production. Means it says, for example, we talk about a commodity that is commodity X. We talk about a commodity that is commodity X. Just for 2 minutes, please don't write anything, just look at the board, please. This is something which is very, very, very important. All your attention, all your ears to me, all your attention on the board. Commodity X, it is being produced by country A also and country B also. Country A producing commodity X, the cost of production COP for country A, let us say it is 10 rupees per unit. Country B, the cost of production is 15 rupees per unit. Technically this theory says, if country A is producing the commodity at a lesser rate and country B, let us take it as 25, just for better clarity I'm saying. And country B is producing the same unit at somewhere around 2.5 times the cost at which country A is producing. So technically country A should export this unit, this commodity, and country B should buy it. I mean country B should import it. Yes or no? Yes. The catch here is that, sir, this cost of production, how are we deciding this cost of production, sir? The catch is this cost of production is decided on the basis of one factor, that is labor. To be more clear, that is how many number of hours I am investing to produce 1 unit of commodity X. Let us say the wages for labor is rupees 10 per hour. Okay, I am not writing 10 per unit and 25 rupees per unit. I am saying country A is investing 1 hour to produce 1 unit. What will be the cost? 10 rupees per unit. Country B is investing 2.5 hours to produce 1 unit. It means what will be the cost? 25 rupees. So on the basis of labor we are deciding, on the basis of time we are investing we are deciding, on the basis of number of hours we are investing, we are deciding the cost of production, and accordingly we see that how much time and how much money we are spending here. This money is decided on the basis of time only. So how much time we are spending? If we are spending less time as compared to other country, it means that we have the advantage of cost of production and the other country is not having that advantage. So we should sell this commodity to the other country and other country should buy this commodity from us. Do we understand this thing? Are we sure? What? You are asking what is this time? The thing is, the cost I am calculating. The cost I am calculating is on the basis of the time I am investing. So this 10 rupees per unit is the cost of 1 hour. 1 hour is wages are 10 rupees per hour. So since I am investing 1 hour here, that is the reason I am taking it as 10 rupees per unit. So this cost of producing 1 unit of commodity X will be decided on the what basis? On the basis of number of hours you are investing in to produce 1 unit of commodity X. So you are asking, sir, if country B is investing more time, then country B should be producing good quality goods. If you don't take coaching and you start studying this book on your own, let's say you will invest 100 hours to complete this book, and with coaching you are completing this book in 25 hours. So are you trying to say when you will spend 100 hours on your own, you will understand this subject, this book, the content of this book better than the coaching? What I am trying to say is it is about the efficiency. It is about the efficiency. That is the reason the country B is less efficient. That is the reason country B is investing more. Are you clear? Here is sir.
What about other factors?
This is an assumption here. We are assuming that for comparative advantage, the absolute advantage, we are assuming that it is only one factor we are taking to decide the cost of production. It is just the assumption. Are you clear? Sure. As one second, as and when you will move from one theory to another, you will see that the another theory is a refined version of the previous theory. For example, mercantilist says कि whatever you want you export, whatever you want import, but you should be in surplus. Second theory says, अरे भाई don't export like that, don't import like that, at least you decide the cost of production. So play a skillful game. Think that if you are producing something better than someone, why you are buying it from other person? Produce it yourself rather. You sell it, export it. And if there is something where you are bearing more cost of production, you import it. Yes or no? And the problem with this theory is there is only one factor of endowment, like factor endowment, what we're taking. The term is endowment, ENDOWMENT. Endowment basically means what? Allocation. How many factors you are allocating. Are you clear? This theory says only one factor is there, that is labor. Are you clear? Everybody, yes?
Yes, sir.
Labor. You are asking whether we can import labor services or not. We can do that. If it is cheap, we can do it. If the labor is cheaper in our country, why would we import labor? But if we see that in any other country the labor is cheap there as compared to us, it is cheaper, we will import the labor. Right?
सर इसमें हम मशीनरी एंड इक्विपमेंट को नहीं यूज करते.
Sir, we are assuming only labor to decide the cost of production. That is it. Because labor is cheaper in India. India is labor rich country. We find very cheap labor in India. Theory mein, what is your question? Why we are not importing the labor? Acha, okay. That is a good question. But understand one thing. Labor is acting as a raw material. Which country will like to export raw material and buy finished goods at higher price? Which country would like to export labor at low price, and whatever commodities that labor is producing in the other country, that country is buying those finished goods from the other country at a higher price? Don't you think it is a very idiotic decision? That is the reason. Although ऐसा नहीं है that laborers are not exported imported, they are like from India many people they go to US or other countries to buy the things. Why? Because they know that in India the wages per hour are very less. In US they will earn in dollars, and converting it into rupees their earning will be very high. Again the cost of production comes in. Yes or no? Yes? Third theory, that is theory of comparative advantage. Theory is also known as Ricardian theory, as it was given by David Ricardo. Okay, Ricardian theory. What David Ricardo said here was again a very simple thing. Same thing. David Ricardo said talk about commodity X, talk about country A, talk about country B, right? Cost of production, country A 10 per unit, country B 25 per unit, right? Ricardo said that now this cost shall be determined on the basis of two factor endowments. Here you saw that cost was being determined on the basis of one factor only, labor. Here it is saying cost will be decided on the basis of two factor endowments, which are labor and combined. Are we clear? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Combined labor and capital, if country A is producing the 1 unit of commodity X at 10 rupees per unit and country B is producing the same unit using both the factors at 25 per unit, again country A shall export it and country B shall import it. Are you clear?
Yes, sir.
Difference is only one difference by. Difference क्या है? Here factor endowment is only one. Cost is being decided on the basis of labor only, and here cost is being decided not only on the basis of labor but also capital. If you remember microeconomics chapter 3 production function, if you remember Cobb-Douglas production function, not done. Okay, no worries. You will study Cobb-Douglas production function. Cobb-Douglas, two people, they said that production of the economy depends upon two major factors, labor and capital. Labor and capital. Where 3/4 of production is impacted by the labor and 1/4 of production is impacted by the capital. Continuing that part, Ricardo said, why are you calculating your cost of production only on the basis of labor, whereas there are two major factors which will impact the cost of production, that is labor and capital. L and capital symbol K. L and, are you clear? Yes or no? Sure? HO theory. Heckscher-Ohlin theory. What they said, first of all, let me tell you, this is the modern theory of trade. Modern theory of international trade. This is something we follow now. Heckscher-Ohlin observed and said that any country shall produce and sell goods and services for which The factors of production are available in abundance. Abundance means more factors. Sir, why? Because when the factors will be available in abundance, cost will be less, it will minimize, because those factors will be cheaper. Let us write like this: because the cost of factors of production will be the factors will be available at cheaper rate. Yes or no? Are we clear? For example, India, which is labor rich country, in India the labor is available at very less wages. So India should produce what type of goods? Goods involving labor intensive technique. Because when India will produce goods which are produced through labor intensive techniques, what will happen? The cost of production will be very less, minimum, as compared to the rest of the world, and then India can sell those goods and services. India is considered to be spice market of the world. Why? Because the spices in India are available in abundant quantity. That is the reason they are cheaper in India. That is the reason the other countries buy spices from us. Yes or no? So this is Hexagon theory. This is the theory we follow. If you remember central problems, what to produce, how to produce, for whom to produce, and aspects of growth and development. What to produce? We produce according to demand and supply. How to produce? Choose which technique of production you want to choose. Labor intensive or capital intensive. Depends upon the product you want to produce, you will use labor or capital intensive technique of production, right? Hochschild says ki you don't use the technique according to the product. Rather, you produce those products only for which the factors are available in abundant quantity in your country. Yes or no? Give services, your labor is there, train them, convert them into human capital and give services. Produce goods with labor intensive technique. Any goods which require more man work and less of mechanical work, produce those goods, because your cost will come down and you will be able to export it and earn maximum profit. Are we clear? Yes or no? So these are the four theories of international trade on the basis of which we decide what to export and what to import. Okay, so people, it's like we are going to understand that what are the benefits of international trade. Okay, let us read it. First point says, international trade is a very powerful stimulus to economic efficiency and contributes to economic growth and rising incomes. The wider market made possible owing to trade induces companies to reap the quantitative and qualitative benefits of division of labor. Simply speaking, if I sum it up, I would say this point is saying that international trade will boost two things. What? First is growth, and second is they will increase. Are we clear? Second, it says efficient deployment of productive resources to their best use is a direct economic advantage of foreign trade. Greater efficiency is the use of natural, human, industrial, and financial resources ensures productivity gains. Since international trade also tends to decrease the likelihood of domestic monopolies, it is always beneficial to the community. If I sum it up, I would say again they are referring to two benefits here. First, it leads to optimum utilization of resources. And second, how it leads to optimal utilization of resources. Whatever resources you have, you are not only using it for yourself, right? You are using it for international trade, where you can use your more resources in a better way. And second benefit is that it builds up competition in the market. So when you do international trade, it means sellers from foreign market also is entering your space, right? In that case, there is a competition in the market for the domestic sellers, so they will not charge you more. Monopoly will not be created here. Okay, so there is no chance of the creation of monopoly. Are we clear with this thing? Sure, everyone? Allocation. Deployment means allocation. Are you clear with this thing? Sure? Third point says trade Trade provides access to new markets and new materials and enables sourcing of inputs and components internationally at competitive price. This reflects in innovative products at lower prices and wider choice in products and services for consumers. It also enables nations to acquire foreign exchange reserves necessary for imports, which are crucial for sustaining their economy. 3 points they are asked. There are 3 to 4 points they are specifying in this third point. Right. First point, you have access to new market. Number one, you have access to new material. Number two, then the price of inputs, the cost of inputs will be less because there is a competition in the international market, right? Then they say that you get a wide variety of goods, right? Then it says when you do international trade, to import the goods you have to maintain foreign exchange reserves. Why? Because when you will make the payment for the imported goods, you have to make the payments in their own currency. So for that, the country will be motivated to build more foreign exchange reserve so that they can import anytime. So the forex reserve, foreign exchange reserve, will increase. These are the 5 sub-points which are written here. Are you clear with this thing? Yes or no?
Yes.
Then fourth point says international trade necessitates increased use of automation, support technological change, stimulates innovations, facilitates greater investment in research and development, and productivity improvement in the economy. Like when you do international trade, you get an access to new technology. So when you know that there is a new technology in the market, you try to adapt it, because if you don't adapt new technology, your survival in the market will be in a question. You might not be able to survive in the market. Why? Because if you don't have the new technology and your competitor gets the new technology, he will surpass you. Okay, so you get upgradation to new technology. Are you clear? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Then we have trade also provides greater stimulus to innovative services in banking, insurance, logistics, consultancy services, etc. So high technology you don't get only in production of goods, but also you get in services. So you get innovative services. Are you clear? Yes or no? Okay, like you know that in old times, how we used to transact in banking. So we used to go to banks physically, fill the slip, withdraw money. To withdraw money, we should stand in queues, take time to withdraw money. But nowadays, what happens? Whenever you open the account, you get ATM debit card with it, right? So you go to ATM anytime of your choice, and it is very convenient to withdraw money. How we got to all these things? We did international trading, we got access to a new market, we saw that okay, this country is working like this, we should also do like this. Are we clear? For emerging economies, that is the developing countries, for the developing economies, improvement in the quality of output of goods and services, superior products, finer labor and environmental standards, etc., enhance the value of their product and enable them to move up at the global value chain. Means when you explore more, the quality of your product and service will improve. You will get more specialized labor, right? It means the quality of good improving. When the quality of your good will improve, what will happen? You will be able to provide better you will be able to provide better quality goods. Are we clear? You will be able to provide better quality goods. Seventh point says opening up of new markets result in broadening the productive base and facilitates export diversification so that new production possibilities are opened up. अब देखिए when you deal domestically, you don't level up your production because you know that you are catering to a fixed number of consumers in your own country. But when you step out of your country and you enter the new country, it means your consumer base is increasing. It means you upgrade yourself, you level up yourself, you scale up yourself accordingly. So when you move to international market, you produce at large scale, which gives you benefits of lower cost of production, and ultimately your profit will also increase. Are we clear? 8 point says trade can also contribute to human resources development. It means when you get to know the new ways of working, you give good training facilities to your employees, which in return which will increase their productivity. Their productivity will increase and they will be able to produce more with less input. They will be trained in a good manner, right? Last point says trade strengthens bond between nations by bringing citizens of different countries together in mutually beneficial exchanges and thus promotes harmony and cooperation among nations. What is trying to say that when you do international trades with the other country, you build better relations with other country. It means you make good friends. So in case of any help, you may ask for the help from the neighboring friend country. Are we clear? These are the benefits of doing international trade. These are the benefits of doing international trade. The major arguments put forth against trade openness. These are the points which will tell you why we should not open up in trade. Right? So let us say demerits. Okay. not exactly demerits, it's like why you should not trade. That is the thing. Okay? First, it says international trade is often not equally beneficial to all nations. Very true. It could not be equally beneficial for all the nations. Potential unequal market access and disregard to the principles of a fair trading system may even amplify the differences between trading countries, especially if they differ in their wealth. It is simply like the distribution of wealth. If a country is more wealthy and is dealing with a country which is less wealthy, so I mean, in spite of covering up the difference, it might lead to more differences in these two countries. Are you clear?
Yes.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Second, it says economic exploitation is a likely outcome when underprivileged countries become vulnerable to the growing political power of corporations operating globally. The domestic entities can be easily outperformed by financially stronger transnational companies. Very true. Country X, country Y is a poor country, country X is a wealthy country. Arey boss, when wealthy country will deal with poor country, no? Country X will try to oppress country Y. Country X will show the power of its money on country Y. Yes or no? Are we clear? Sorry?
We are studying theory. We can export and import because
Come again.
सर हम लोग थ्योरी में पढ़ा है ना कि एक्सपोर्ट और इंपोर्ट करते हैं क्योंकि दोनों का एडवांटेज होता है.
हाँ बिल्कुल. Your question is that you said theory that we do import export because of both the advantages. Now the point is, what if you like country Y is a poor country and does not have absolute or comparative advantage in any product. Now what? It means it is so inefficient that it is producing any good at a higher price than country X. Then which commodity country Y will export? वो बताइए ना. That will be a problem for the country. Are we clear with this thing? Third point says substantial environmental damage and exhaustion of natural resources in a shorter span of time could have serious negative consequences on the society at large. Sometimes you have limited resources, and when you open your limited resources to domestic consumers and international consumers, what will happen? Your resources will deplete very quickly, and at times that could become a problem for you because you are consuming the resources very quickly, and if they deplete, it will be a problem for your country. Are you getting a point? Next point says trade cycles and the associated economic crisis occurring in different countries are also likely to get transmitted rapidly to the other countries. Um, you remember the Great Depressions of 1930? It happened in one country, but it affected every country, almost every country. Right? That is what they're saying. So when you are open to other countries, you may suffer because of their bad situation, their bad condition. So that is also, it is a communicable disease. Let us say like that. Yes or no? Are we clear with this thing? Fifth point says risky dependence of underdeveloped countries on foreign nations economic autonomy and impairs economic autonomy and endangers their political sovereignty. Such reliance often leads to widespread exploitation and loss of cultural identity. Substantial dependence may also have severe adverse consequences in times of wars and other political disturbances. Sir, if I take example of two countries, China and Pakistan, it is a worldwide proven fact that China has a very big control, very tight control over Pakistan. Reason being, China has lended so much money on Pakistan that now Pakistan is dependent upon China. Pakistan has taken so much of loan from China that is now China is controlling Pakistan. Yes or no? अब now think about the Pakistani economy. Pakistani economy cannot raise itself. Reason being, they are not self-dependent. They are dependent on the economy of some other country. Was are you getting a point? Are yes or no? In that case, one more thing. We can also say when this will happen, this country will not be able to take free decisions, free political decisions. Reason being, they are controlled by some other country. So whatever China will say, they might have to come into their influence. Yes or no?
Yes, yes.
6 point says, too much export orientation may distort actual investment away from the genuine investment needs of a country. When you export too much, so what will happen? So when you do too much of export, what will happen? The investment you will do, you will not be able to judge how much benefit of the investment your country has taken, because you are too much of communication with the other countries also. So you will never be able to judge how much benefit you are passing and how much benefit your country is getting. So there will be a problem. Are we clear?
Yes.
Last point says, finally, there is often a lack of transparency and predictability in respect of many aspects related to trade policies of trading partners. There are also many risks in trade which are associated with the changes in the government's policy of participating countries, such as imposition of an import ban, high import tariffs, or trade embargoes. देखिए, when there is too much of international trade, or let us not say too much, when we do international trade, sometimes what happens, when your country deals with the other country, no, and something goes wrong, for example, in that case the other country might put a permanent ban on your country, that this time this has gone wrong, we are not going to trade with you in future also. So you see trade embargoes. Trade embargoes basically means what? Permanent ban on the export and import. Are we clear with this thing? Embargoes is permanent ban. Are we clear with this thing, guys? So these are the 7 points what we have studied, that what might happen, what problems we may face when we are open to the international trade. Are we clear?